So Black Ops 7 is supposed to be coming out for all the major consoles, PS5, Xbox Series X, PC, along with the last gen PlayStation and Xbox consoles. Um, I don't think it's coming to Switch 2 because what's the point? Even though Microsoft had agreed to bring more Call of Duty games to Nintendo consoles. But the reason I said what's the point is because I don't see Black Ops 7 surpassing Battlefield 6. You know, Battlefield 6 came out a couple of weeks ago, and within 3 days, it did like 7 million in terms of copies sold worldwide. And honestly, that is something that completely shocked me because I wasn't expecting it to have that kind of success and sell as much as it did, as fast as it did. And you look at Black Ops 6, which came out this past year. Um, I don't think Activision ever officially released a sales number for that game. And honestly, that's not a good sign at all. But with Black Ops 7, this game is supposed to be the direct sequel to Black Ops 2, which came out in 2012, I believe. And they're bringing back the main villain from Black Ops 2. I think his name is like Raul Melendez or something like that. Um, I honestly feel like this game, if it's supposed to be a sequel to Black Ops 2, it should have been Black Ops 3, but whatever. I think one of the reasons why Activision is making a sequel to Black Ops 2 is because I think they're trying to, I guess, win back their fans or the lapsed fans that they have because they pissed off a lot of people with some of the things that they have done within the past couple of years, like shutting down that modding project from like this past summer. Not I don't think this past summer, but summer 2024. There was like a mod project for an older Call of Duty game that they had shut down, and that's something that left people irate. And I also think oversaturation is definitely one of the things that has hurt the franchise within the past decade or so. And the idea is that the series is pretty much suffering from burnout, and it's to a point where I don't think like Call of Duty fans can take a brand new game every single year because I don't know. I mean, I feel like with Battlefield, it's like Beth Sheeta waits every couple of years to release a new game. Like Battlefield 2042 came out back in 2021, and I think before that, the last major Battlefield game that came out was Battlefield 1 from 2016, I believe. And Battlefield 2042, um, I wouldn't say it necessarily got a bad rap, but it's something that people had quickly forgot about. But the thing is, in terms of sales, it did like roughly under 10 mil. I think it did like over 9.6 million in terms of sales. And the crazy thing is, Battlefield 6 will probably surpass that within the next month or so. And Battlefield 1, I think, did over like 15 million copies in terms of sales. And I also read somewhere that, like around mid 2025, like it was reported that the game had like over 25 million players. And I think that right there proves that Call of Duty fans are probably, fed up with Activision and their antics and just, I don't know, just putting out undesirable content and stuff like that. And the crazy thing is, Battlefield 6 actually has a battle royale mode, something that I don't think Black Ops 7 has. And I feel like that's something that's definitely going to hurt the overall quality of the game. Also, I feel like the story for Battlefield 6 is more intriguing because it's based off of something that can really happen in real life. I believe the setting for Battlefield 6 is in 2027, and pretty much it has something to do with NATO declining and then the emergence of a private like military corporation, basically trying to gain control through exploiting chaos and all that stuff. So I think Yeah, Battlefield 6 is definitely more intriguing, and I think with, like, the battle royale mode, um, there have been complaints that, the gameplay and all that stuff is too hard because you can't really hide behind objects and stuff like that like you can in, like, Call of Duty. And I don't know, but that's kind of what makes Battlefield Battlefield. So, Battlefield 6 right now has the potential to be the best shooter game of 2025, if not the best video game of 2025. Black Ops 7, I don't know. I feel like this game or the story for this game is something that should have been done many, many years ago. And one of the things that people don't like about Black Ops 7 is that the aesthetics is somewhat similar to something you would see in the Infinite Warfare game that came out almost a decade ago. And believe it or not, like Call of Duty Infinite Warfare was considered to be one of the worst Call of Duty games in the entire series. So I'm not exactly sure why Activision would focus on, I guess, having a futuristic, setting and a futuristic gameplay and aesthetics and all that stuff when it didn't work for Infinite Warfare many years ago. And I remember when I first saw the trailer for Black Ops 7, I mean, for the most part, like the reception was bad and people were basically like, they were just like tearing it to pieces. And, it's just, I don't know. I feel like it's one of those things where Activision, I guess, slowly over time, they've lost touch with what their fan base wants. And I believe they also use like generative AI for like some aspects of Black Ops 7, which is also something a lot of people really didn't like. Um, if I'm being brutally honest, the trailer for Battlefield 6 looked better than that of Black Ops 7. It looked like something you can sink your teeth into and all that stuff, while in a lot of people's eyes, Black Ops 7 looks, soulless and lifeless and just looks like whatever. So I don't know. Like with Black Ops 7, um hopefully like Activision actually reveals the sales figures for this game. If they don't reveal the sales figures for Black Ops 7, then obviously, it's not doing really well. It's not going to be something that they're going to want to talk about. But but I don't know. I feel like Black Ops 6 was a step up from what they gave us back in 2023, and hopefully, considering the fact that this is a sequel to one of the more popular entries in the entire series. I think it's something that will generate more sales than Black Ops 6 did. I can see it maybe doing, I don't know, 3 or 4 mil, within its first month. That's just me, and my personal expectations. I don't know for sure. No one knows for sure because, you're always going to have those diehard Call of Duty fans who will buy new entries no matter what. But but yeah, it's kind of hard to tell how well Black Ops 7 will do within the next couple of months or so. At this rate, I feel like Battlefield 6 has the potential to surpass Battlefield 1, because yeah, I mean, it's been selling like crazy. And not only that, we have Black Friday that's going to be coming up towards late November, and that's right before the holiday season in December. So I'm pretty sure, games like Battlefield 6 is going to be on top of a lot of people's holiday shopping lists. And Black Ops 7, I'm not exactly sure what's left of, the Call of Duty fan base or where people stand or where the majority stands for that matter. But I don't know. I mean, we're just gonna have to wait and see like what kind of review it gets, what people have to say about it. Right now, a lot of people are very cynical about Black Ops 7. They just know it's going to be, a horrible game, but who knows? It might not be bad. It might end up being a decent game, but unfortunately, it'll probably end up being overshadowed by Battlefield 6.